Hello everyone, can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, please give me a sign that you can. I want to be sure that everything's all set. Speak and span. Okay, so I need to be sure that we're live. If you can hear me, please give me a sign in the comment section so we can be sure to continue. Hi everyone, welcome to the webinar. If you can hear me, please be sure to give me a signal in the comment section and then we are going to kick it off. It's a pleasure coming to you today, and there's just so much, good stuff for everybody today to learn, and I'm really excited to be sharing. So please, if you can hear me, if I'm audible enough, if you can see the stream, if it is all good on your end, please be sure to give me a signal. Welcome again, everyone. Okay, we are about to get started. Still waiting for a signal. I can see more people joining. Thank you, everyone who is joining us today. All right, we have our first comment in the. Okay, I think Gift already even commented. Okay, good, cool. Right, so I can, ready to go. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, so today we are going to be learning about expanding your business abroad in 2022, all of the secrets and all of the juicy strategies. We are going to be breaking them down today. It is going to be a really straightforward call. In about 90 minutes, hopefully, we should be out of here. So the content has been primed to just hit the nail on the head and we move on, right? Because today I want everyone to get maximum value. Okay, I see the links have been shared across board and people are joining in. Awesome. Great. Thank you very much. Okay. Great. All right. Who wants me to start already? Do we give a minute or two for others to join us, or do we go right ahead and just get started? Because I mean, right out of the gate from the beginning, guys, there's just a lot of value already. So do we get started without everybody else, or do we give a minute or two for everyone to join in? If you're here, please cast your votes. What do we do? Oh, I think I should turn on my video at this point. Yes, so everyone sees who is behind the screen. All right, there we go. That is me. That is I. I is me. Me is I. Okay, guys, we are about to start. Should we give a minute or two for everyone else to join, or do we get started right away? I'm really excited today to share all of the amazing content that we have, guys. I mean, funny enough, the the webinar, the presentation, right? The presentation slides. I mean, I couldn't. I tried my best to concise all of the information within a simple presentation. Because trust me, there was just a whole lot, right, that I could have covered within this presentation. But like I said, it is going to be very detailed, very practical, and of course concise too as well, so that everyone gets maximum value. Okay, we're about to take flight. So if you, I believe the emails were sent out. I believe the Telegram messages were already rolling. So I'm sure that everyone is aware and everyone is informed. Okay, if you can see me right now, please leave me a comment. I'm not sure if you can, because from my end I'm not able to see that. But if you can see me right now, please leave a comment saying yes, I can see you. But if you can't see me, then let me know. I don't think you guys are able to see me yet. Let me do this. All right, great. I had to do that. So I had to make a little transition. Ah, my bad. Here I am, guys. Here I am. So I'm, like I said earlier on, I am really excited to be here. Yes. Okay, so I'm really sure now. I have a confirmation, so I'm sure everyone can see me now. Everyone is still figuring out this tech thing at the end of the day. Okay. All right. So let me just ready up my presentation so that we can get right into it. I believe we have given sufficient time. It is 6 minutes gone past the hour of 8, and I believe it is time for us to get into the content of the day. I'm glad I am audible, and I'm also glad that now I am visible. But pretty soon I will be taking a little step backwards so that I can instead project the webinar slides onto the screen to enable us to follow along through the entire presentation. Okay, who's ready for massive value today? If you're ready, please type I am ready. If you are ready, please type for me I am ready, because I am more than anybody else, if you ask me. I am ready to go. If you are ready, like I am ready, all right? Let me see you in the comment section. By the way, where are you tuning in from? I would love to know. Where are you tuning in from? Where are you joining us from? What part of this beautiful world are you joining us from? Thank you, Creative Sandy. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Gift. Thank you, Kike. Really appreciate every single one of you. Okay, so let me know where you're joining in from, what country you're joining in from. If you're in Nigeria, what state? If you are in Ghana, still tell me you're from Ghana. So yeah, I mean, you get the whole idea, right? So where are you tuning in from? Let us see how many people we have in here today. Okay, I want to see where you're from. Oh, by the way, just to keep the tradition going, I'm coming to you live from the city of Calabar in Nigeria. All right, so we have Creative Sandy from Ghana. Welcome all the way from Accra, Ghana. I'm not sure if it's Accra, Ghana, but all the same, welcome. Thank you for joining. Really, really appreciate you. Okay, so I believe we've given enough time. Now I'm going to share my slides. If you're able to see them, please just let me know that you're able to see them. All right. So in a bit now, I'm going to be sharing my screen. Let's see. Hopefully this works as intended. Okay, my screen is live now, and I'm going to take a back sit. I'm going to take a back sit. Okay, if you can see my screen now, please let me know that you can see my screen. I have started sharing my screen. If you can't see my screen, if you're seeing the flyer of the event again, then yes, you are seeing my screen. So just let me know if you're able to see my screen. If you're seeing the flyer of this event, it means that you are able to see my screen. Okay, so I believe you should be seeing the flyer once again. So that means that you're able to see my screen. Okay, I just need a single confirmation, and we will hit it right off. If you can see my screen, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. We are about to take flight. Are we good to go, people? Okay, great. We are good to go. Thank you very much. All right, guys. So everyone, welcome again to the Expanding Your Business Abroad in 2022 webinar, The Secrets and the Strategies. My name is Uke Enun Jr., and I'm going to be your host for tonight. All right, now this webinar is brought to you by Go Nomad, and it's presented by my humble self, Uke. And I think it's only fair that you know who and what is Go Nomad, right? Now, what is Go Nomad? Go Nomad.africa is basically a tech-enabled platform that helps entrepreneurs like you and I in emerging economies to be able to grow beyond their borders. So if you've reached that point where you say, listen, I think I am made for more. I think there is nothing wrong in me attracting, business from all over the globe, then Go Nomad is the platform for you. And of course, who is Uke, right? Who is this guy presenting to you right now? Uke is a product creator, really simple. And together with his team, he has been able to help hundreds of entrepreneurs begin their journeys to becoming multinational brands. All right, that is me, and that is what Go Nomad is about. But tonight is not about Go Nomad. It is not about me. It is about you. All right, and it is about you expanding your business abroad in 2022. It is about you learning how to do this effectively. It's about you learning why you should even do this, right? If at all, how best you can go about it, what are the benefits for you, and how soon you should get this done. That is why you're on this call today, right? So why are you here? Now, you might fall into one of these three categories for why you are here today. Number one, you want to learn what it takes to expand your business and attract global patronage, right? It's possibly a reason why you signed up for this webinar today. Number two, you probably want to learn about the opportunities open to you as you become a global entrepreneur. Things like funding, migration, etc., right? And number three is, it's just really possible that you're just tired of playing small and you want to finally go global, right? Any of these three categories, trust me, I believe that you affiliate with one of these, right? And all of these are good enough reasons for why you are here. And one thing I want to say right now is that by the end of this call tonight, you will be sufficiently fulfilled. Whether you came to learn about how you can attract more business, you will get value. Whether you came to learn about more opportunities for you as a global entrepreneur, you will get value, right? Whether you are here to learn about how you can go global, you also will get value. Who's excited? Who is ready? Who is excited? I need to feel some energy in the house. Who is excited already? Right? Have I painted why you're here? Have I painted a true picture of why you're possibly here? Right? Do you align with any of this? Right? Should I continue? Should I go on? Should I go on? Give me a sign. Should I stop here or should I go on? Right? Who is ready for me to share the next slide? Let me know. I want to see the engagement in the comment section. Should I proceed? Is this why you're here? Are you in the right room? Right? I want to be sure you are in the right room so that we're not wasting each other's time. Do any of these reasons that I've just mentioned here, align with you, align with your goals at the moment? Should you be here? Right? Give me a sign in the comments as we proceed. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, guys, so we're going to proceed. I believe that 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 people have some level of affiliation with any of these things I've just mentioned. Okay, now before we get started into the actual content of today, there's one thing I want to say. There's one thing I want you to know. And this is the one thing about today's event. If you just capture this one thing and you leave, trust me, you are good. You have earned the value of your time. And what is that one thing? Very simple. Every entrepreneur or business person must become a multinational company or brand or risk the adverse effects of being tied to a single economy. That is the one thing you have to know right now. This is the entire crux of this webinar. This is the entire point of this call today. This is the entire point of this training. This is why you're here. If you take this and you leave, trust me, you are good. But of course, there's more content coming for you. Now, I want you to internalize what I've just said. Every entrepreneur, you and I, every business must become a multinational company or brand, or you risk the adverse effects of being tied to a single economy. And now here's the thing. If you are operating or if you're doing business in emerging economies like Africa, for instance, trust me, the adverse effects are even worse being tied to just one economy. But thankfully, you're on this call today, and we are going to break down exactly how you can become a multinational company. You don't need a very big budget. You don't need to have a very large staff. You don't need to have all of the money in the world. You don't have to travel from country to country setting up new businesses. You don't need any of that. You just need a very simple, straightforward process, which we're going to break down today. Okay, now we have learned about the one thing for why we're here. Okay, let's get into the content now. So let me paint you a picture, right? Permit me to paint you a very clear picture. What is a multinational brand? I mean, you wouldn't just want to become something you do not understand what it is, right? So, what is a multinational brand? It is simply a brand that has operations in multiple economies such that it can benefit from the upsides of being present in those economies and capture more value for itself. Listen, you want to start thinking like the largest companies in the world. That is the picture I'm trying to paint here. You want to start thinking like the largest companies in the world. Why do you think they set up shop in other countries? Why do you think certain brands are present in more than one country? It is not because they don't like the comfort of just being in one country, but they understand that because they have operations in multiple economies, and by multiple economies, I simply mean multiple countries. They understand that being present in multiple countries gives them the benefits, of tapping from the resources of those other economies too, such that if one economy is not as stable or not as strong, they are not wavered, they are not moved, they can still tap value. For instance, you can have a Nigerian business and also have clientele from the UK, from the US. If the Nigerian economy is shaking and the UK economy is a bit stronger, you benefit from both sides. So you are not tied to one economy and having to face way too much risk. And of course, you know that as an entrepreneur, your job is to be able to mitigate a lot of risk, to manage the risk in your business. So becoming a multinational brand is a way to de-risk your business efforts. All right? So being present in multiple countries is key. Remember the one thing, guys. Everyone must become, and it's only a matter of time. At some point, you would realize that no other channel, you just have to do this. And it is my hope for you that you realize this soon enough, right? Always remember the one thing, okay? Now, like I said, the largest companies in the world, forward-thinking brands, they are always thinking, how do we scale into that country? How do we move into that new region? The reason for that is they want to keep de-risking and capturing more value. That's the entire essence. Okay? Now, you understand what a multinational brand is. You have also gotten some idea of why you need to become one. But what benefits the multinationals really enjoy? Let's look at it critically. What benefits the multinationals really enjoy? Why should you really go into this? First things first, global reserves to store your company value. When I say company value, I am simply referring to your business income. Guys, if you notice, my choice of words have been chosen carefully and meticulously to help you reflect a multinational brand. Look at how I said store value, but I'm simply talking about business income. You want to begin to acclimatize with the language, with the lingo of a multinational brand, right? If you must play like the big leagues, then you want to think like them and know how they communicate. All right? So one of the first major benefits of becoming a multinational brand is you have access to a global reserve to store your company value, right? As a multinational brand, you have the ability to store your income in much stronger reserves without being too affected by weaker currencies, which of course we all know are very present in some economies today, right? Now, I'm going to give you a fact that you can verify anywhere, anytime. Now, I did a little model a while back, and I want you to carefully walk through this with me. Now, we're going to make a little assumption here, right? That everybody does the same type of business and earns the same type of income and the same amount of profit, right? But we're going to keep the math really simple so that everyone can follow along. I want to explain really why global reserves are important to you as a multinational company, so that you can see exactly how much value your business has been losing by not becoming a multinational brand. Now, let's assume that you do business in Naira. in Nigeria, right? Which means you would sell in naira. Okay. Now, everyone here, we're assuming you're a Nigerian business, you do business, you get paid in naira. Now, at the end of the month in January, your business profit is 100,000 naira. And that is the same amount that is your profit figure for the remaining 11 months of the year. So, we are assuming you are a Nigerian company, you earn 100,000 naira in business profits every month for 12 months. No addition, no subtraction. Okay? Hold that thought for a second. Now, that would easily mean that at the end of the full calendar year, you realized 1.2 million naira in total profits. Remember, 100,000 naira per month. After 12 months, that's 1.2 million naira. Okay? So now, keep those two figures in mind, 100,000 and 1.2 million. Now, when we look at the concept of global reserves, here's how it works and here's how it's beneficial. In January, remember you made 100K profit. The exchange rate, let's assume the exchange rate was to the dollar, for instance, was 450 naira to the dollar in January. And it was only increasing by an additional 10 naira every month. So that means January dollar to naira is 450 naira to $1. February 460 to $1. March 470 to $1. April 480 to $1, and so on and so on. Just incremental 10 naira every month. Now, remember, I said 100,000 naira profit monthly, 1.2 million naira a year. Those two figures are very important. Keep them in mind. Then I've said the exchange rate, assume the exchange rate was 450 naira to $1 in January and was only increasing by 10 naira every month. Now I'm going to show you how this math works out. Would you believe that if you had stored that 100,000 naira profit that you made in January at the exchange rate of 450 naira to a dollar, you would have had $222 for that month? In month 2, which is February, you would have had $217, and on and on and on. It keeps shrinking, you think, but not really. It would amaze you to know that by the end of the year, let's say your competitor also makes the same amount of money, right? 1.2 million at the end of the year. But now you were storing your value in your global reserve every single month, right? Versus your competitor who was just holding naira. Now at the end of the year, your competitor would have 1.2 million reading in his bank statement. He would assume that he has a 1.2 million naira, but once you check the value of the currency by the end of the year, you would discover that it has lost 24% of its value at least, meaning that 1.2 million naira is no longer 1.2 million naira. All of a sudden, it's somewhere around 900,000 naira. But you, on the other hand, who has been storing your company reserves, your company value in a global reserve, in another stronger currency, you will realize that at the end of the year, even as you are getting lesser value every month, you would have 2,300 and something dollars. And at the prevailing exchange rate of the end of the year, you would end up with 1.3 million naira. How crazy is that? Your competitor has 1.2 million. He did the same thing as you. He kept the money in naira. But you went the opposite direction. You were smarter. You played the game like a multinational. Now you have, at the end of the year, you have a dollar reserve, which if you were to reconvert back to naira, you will have not just exactly the same amount, you will have even more. So which means even if you adjust it for inflation and what have you, you will still have way more. So your value has been protected and you've gained something else as well on top. As regards the other person who did not leverage this concept that we're teaching you today, they stayed tied to a single economy, and then by the end of the year, they are complaining, oh my God, the naira has lost so much value. This has happened. That has happened. I don't complains and complains and complains and complains. But with this singular strategy, If you deploy this, you become a multinational company, you think like one, you act like one, you actually become one, what will happen is you can, from this moment, begin to protect your value in a stronger reserve. Every single month that you do business, by the end of the year, you will be shocked how much you have and how much extra you have just because of this simple principle. Guys, if you leave this webinar right now with this simple concept, you are good. That is how valuable this call is today. So as a multinational brand, you enjoy the ability to store your funds in a stronger currency, right? What else do you enjoy? Let's look at it. What else do you possibly enjoy? I mean, this is great. This is cool. I get to protect my money. I get even more money at the end of the year. But what else? There has to be more, right? And there is more. But before I show you what those other ones are, I want you to answer this for me. Do you think this should be you? Do you think your business deserves to protect its value in a stronger currency, and at the end of the year you have even more than you expected? If you think this should be you, please type yes in the comment section. If you think this should be you, please type yes in the comment section. If you think you do not deserve to work all year round and have your currency and your business profits devalue, if you think you should have the ability to protect it in a much stronger reserve, please type yes in the comments. If you think this should be you, type yes in the comments. I want to see it. I want to know if you are aligning with this already. Please type yes in the comments if you think this should be you. I'm waiting, guys. I need my first yes before I proceed. I need to know that somebody is getting this. All right, I have my first yes, and I believe that somebody is getting value today. Now I'm going to proceed. The next major strategy of a multinational brand is taxation. What is taxation? Forget about the concepts you probably had around it before. It is simply a strategy to protect even more of your value. Multinational companies enjoy the ability to protect their income through taxation strategies such that they get to pay fewer taxes legally. What does this mean? There are literally tax codes written that benefit you as a foreign company if you become a multinational company. It's literally out there. But these things are not spoken about in your regular business course. They are not spoken about in the media. They're not spoken about freely for everybody to know. Why? Way too many people will take advantage of these things, right? That is why it is not spoken about, in a wild manner, right? These are protected secrets. Nobody tells you. Don't just walk in. You don't just have people have this sort of conversations every day, right? But these are the facts. Okay? Now, for instance, do you know right now that you, listening to this right now, can create a tax-free company in the USA? Yes, very possible, but nobody will tell you. Very possible. And you can also leverage that tax-free company to pay lesser taxes in your own country. Nobody's going to tell you, but it is doable. Nobody's going to tell you, but it is doable, right? These are strategies that multinational companies use. Let me give you an example of how this is being used today. Now, let's assume that you produce a certain product. Maybe it is pens. Maybe you produce pens, or you produce I don't know, whatever it is that you produce. Okay. Now you will create a tax-free US company. Here's how it's being done. Let me give you an example. You will create a tax-free company in a certain country, say the USA or one other country, right? Without much presence in that country, and then you would make that company your intellectual property company, your IP, right? So you would simply say, it's my US company. It's the one that gives us the strategy and the process, the know-how to be able to make the pens that we make in Nigeria. What will now happen? In Nigeria, after producing your pens, what will you now do? You will take out expenses, right? And where is this expenses going to? Is going to your multinational company in another country that acts as your IP company, providing you with the knowledge to be able to execute and create products. When you take out that expense, what does it do? It lessens your tax bill automatically wherever you are tax resident. Guess which company employs this strategy every single day? Amazon. The same Amazon you and I know, right? And it is completely legal. Nobody is stopping you. These strategies are out there to enable you protect your value. But if you do not know about them, you will not be able to take advantage of them. All right? Now, we've mentioned two so far, right? Global reserves, being able to have access to global bank accounts. That's the basic meaning, global bank accounts, right? But as a multinational company, you don't just see it as a bank account, you see it as a reserve, right? Global reserves to store your company value. So global bank accounts to store your company income, all right? Now, we also talked about taxation strategies, right? I also want to ask again, do you think this should be for you? Do you think that your business deserves to protect its income? Type yes in the comments if you think. Now we're going to move on. What is the next benefit? I mean, there has to be more, right? There is always more. What is the next possible benefit for you? I'll tell you. Technology. Technology, guys. Technology. How many times has someone tried to, a customer, a client, tried to pay you from a different country, but every time they are met with one trouble or the other, and they are not able to do so? How many times have you had that experience before? Because I have, and trust me, it is frustrating. How many times have you been told, oh, you're trying to access this tool or sign up for that product, but sorry, we are currently not available to companies in Nigeria, companies in Africa? They are not saying they are not literally saying they are not available to companies in Nigeria. They are literally saying we are not available to companies who are not yet multinationals. That's basically what they're saying. Because as a multinational company, you will have access to those platforms easily, no stress. So if you're tired of not getting access to tech tools and global payment channels such as PayPal, Stripe, I mean, I see that it's a very common problem in the African business space, and it shouldn't be. Because trust me, that is not a problem a multinational brand has to deal with. Oh, I don't know how to get a business people account to receive my PayPal payments. Nah, that is not something a multinational brand has to. You don't even think about that because you are sorted, right? Instead, you will be dealing with too much foreign currency to handle. I mean, is there ever enough too much? Is there ever enough foreign currency, right? Is there a concept like too much customers, right? Maybe there is. I don't know, but wouldn't you love to have that problem instead of having to deal with, oh my God, what channel do I use to allow my customer pay me? Oh my God, how do I do how do I access that? Oh, I need to pay for that, but I cannot pay for that. Nah, you do not deal with such amounts of stress as a multinational brand. You don't do that. So you have access to technological tools, premium access for that matter, right? So you sign up, you get an institutional account for your business, and you have access to all of these things, right? Easily, hassle-free, right? These are strategies that you need to deploy to be more sophisticated in your business. Again, I ask, do you think this should be you? Do you think that if you wanted to create a business people account today to bill your customers, you should be able to, easily? Do you think your business should have its own Stripe account, for instance, to be able to also collect payments on your website easily, from customers all over the world? Do you think that your business is good enough for that? Do you think that you deserve to be paid in foreign currencies? Do you think? I mean, it could be no for you, really, it could be, but do you think so? If it is for you, please type yes in the comments. Because for me, I say yes, right? I do not want stress-free, I want stress-free. I do not want stressful, right? Um, Technological system. I don't want that. I want stress-free, right? So do you think this should be you? Type yes in the comments. Now we're going to move on to another juicy aspect of being a multinational entrepreneur that no one tells you about. Funding, guys. Funding and investment. Have you ever needed funding for your business to grow, to scale? Funding. There is more funding available to you as a multinational company than if you were just in a single economy. There is just more. Now, what are your options? Multinationals have access to a variety of business funding options, such as revenue-based financing. Do you know right now that within 24 to 48 hours, click of a button, you can get business funding based on the revenue that you currently have? Yes. Try going to get a bank loan in your average local bank. Try. Let me know how that goes. I'll be waiting. But as a multinational company, there's access to business funding almost on demand for you, depending on your industry. Almost on demand. You have things like revenue based financing, venture debt, venture capital, startup loans, international grants, right? Even NGOs can take advantage of this thing and win more international grants for themselves. Because now no one has to deal with um, um, so much more, wait lists. You're already in, right? So you can get access to increased business funding as a multinational brand. As always, do you think this should be you? Do you think your business deserves more funding? If yes, type yes in the comments. Now, what else can you get access to as a multinational company? What else? What else is so special, right? What else is on the cards for you? What else? What possibly? Guys, do you know that there are also residency and migration opportunities for you? By just simply creating a tax-free company in a place like the USA, Dubai, for instance, you have access to residency and migration options. Yes, but no one tells you. Why does no one tell you? Very simple. If this information is common knowledge, everybody will begin to take advantage. So if you're listening to this call right now, it means that you did something right to be able to get promoted this training and be in this training today. So as a founder or as a business person of in the multinational company that you created, you can get access to residency and migration opportunities, in countries like the USA, UK, Dubai, Georgia, Canada. These countries have this opening. They're literally saying, hey, entrepreneurs who have gone ahead to be savvy enough, smart enough to create entities from their home country in our country. Listen, if you want to be able to come over here, relocate, work from here, build your business from here, we are more than open. It exists, guys. It exists. And at Go Nomad, we often, we have secure partnerships with different companies that are able to provide this seamlessly, and we always recommend it whenever a customer asks. Right? This is the first time we're even mentioning this in any of our promotions. This is the very first time. But yes, as someone with a US company, a UK incorporated company, which by the way, you incorporated right from your home in Ghana, right from your home in Nigeria without having to pay a flight ticket. You did from the comfort of your bedroom. You, right there, can have access to residency and migration opportunities. In the USA, it's called the startup visa. I think it's also called a similar thing in Canada. In Dubai, there's several of them. There's the freelancer visa, which is even super cheap. I think after the last count, the whole package was about maybe 2 million naira, really affordable, right? In the UK is the sole proprietorship visa. You can be writing these things down if you want to, right? Georgia also has its own. Okay, let me give you a free tool to look up even more. If you've not heard of residencies.io, please go look it up. I'm not sure what the spelling is, but if you go Google residencies.io, you will see a ton of them. These are not websites that you get recommended every single day. I believe it is residencies.io. I may be wrong, but please do your own research. But what I'm saying in earnest is, as someone who has created his or her multinational company right from your home, right from wherever you're listening to this call right now, you have access to migration opportunities to several top countries in the world, right? Of course, there's going to be some application requirements, but the very basis is creating that company. Once you have done that, you've unlocked an entire milestone, right? And meeting the other requirements are very possible. Countless number of people have taken advantage of these opportunities, and you can too. Do you think this should be for you? Do you think that if you ever wanted to migrate to a different country, that it would be nice to take advantage of your multinational company to migrate? And guess what, guys? Not only you, many of these countries also offer migration opportunities for your dependents. So, which means you can move, your family can move, your employees, some of your employees can move. So, it's just a fantastic opportunity. Do you think these are the options? These are the kind of life options you want to have at your beck and call? Do you think this is for you? Yes? No? Yes? No? Is it a yes? If it's a yes, type it in the comments. Now, is there more? Is there more? Really? Is there more? What else could you possibly enjoy? There is more. There always is more, right? There is more. And one other thing that you are going to enjoy is new sources of clientele or customers, right? You have greater reach now. As a multinational, you can comfortably win over new customers from around the world. Your brand automatically gets an increased brand perception. I know what it does to customers abroad when they see that your company is so company name LLC USA, so company name LTD UK, so company name. It just automatically lifts you from someone who is just after the next check to a very reputable brand. That's what it does right out of the gate, right? And of course, it is coupled with the hassle-free and sophisticated payment systems that your business will now begin to enjoy, right? So not only will you be able to reach new customers globally, you would also be able to charge them, to bill them for your products and services, right? Because along with this package, you also have access to this new payment system. So it is no longer a hassle for you, right? Because nothing, again, I'll say nothing hurts as much as repeated failed payments in foreign currency. You don't want that, right? So you can leverage your foreign company, your multinational company, whichever way you want to call it, right, to reach new customer base. There's several unique strategies that we often recommend to do this, within our market penetration teaching. But of course, this call is not for market penetration teachings. Maybe on another webinar, we'll be able to do that. But this call is particularly to show you the overview, the opportunities that lie within becoming a multinational brand and why you have to do it. Okay? So ask yourself again, do you think this is for you? Do you think that you are good enough at what you do that customers from all over the world should pay you for your work? Customers and clients from all over the world should hire you, work with you, patronize your business. Do you think you are that good? Do you think your business offers that great of a product, that good of a service, right? Do you think this should be for you? Do you think you should be in a multinational company? Do you think you should operate beyond your shores, right? Do you think this is for you? If it is for you, then it is time for the next phase. Now you might be wondering, right? Because if you have not done this at this point, it means that something is stopping you from doing it, right? So what's stopping you really? You've heard the entire call today, right? I mean, let's even take it back a little bit. Let's do a little bit of a recap, right? We talked about the benefits, right? Global reserves, global banking opportunities, right? So right now you can be in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Namibia, and control bank accounts across the US, the UK, Dubai seamlessly without having to travel, without having to use a VPN or a BPN, all of the PNs, no need for any PNs, right? Seamlessly from your home and just operate like a multinational, right? You're also able to take advantage of global taxation strategies to protect more of your value, right? You have access to premium technology, right? Especially when it comes to global payments, right? No more stress, okay? You have access to new business funding and investment methods, right? You have access to new residency opportunities, migration opportunities at your beck and call when you want, right? You have access to new clientele reach, new customer reach. So what's stopping you? Why haven't you done this yet? Why haven't you taken the next step to becoming a multinational company? Let's review what those limiting beliefs are. Number one, it's possible that you're thinking, oh, I mean, great, you know, I want to do this, I need to do this, but it seems like it will cost me an arm and a leg to get set up. Trust me, it is not going to cost you an arm and a leg because it is completely worth it. All right? Now, you may also be saying to yourself, I don't think I have a need for it. Really? You don't think you have a need for international customers? You don't think you have a need for migration opportunities? You don't think you have a need for extra business funding and investment? You don't think you have a need for access to premium technology? You don't think you have a need for global taxation strategies? You don't think you have a need for global banking systems? Really? Now, what else might be stopping you? Maybe you're saying to yourself, there's been no one to inform me about all of these opportunities up till now. Well, guess what? That is why you are in this call today. Now you know. All right? So you can no longer say that you do not know because now you know. So now, how do you become a multinational brand today? How do you become one? Now you know why you should become one. You've seen all of the benefits. You have been informed. Okay, you're ready to get started. How do you venture into this thing? How do you get started? First things first, I want you to understand one simple concept. I call it the Big Four concept, right? Now, what is the Big Four? You notice here that I've outlined 7 vehicles. I call them vehicles, right? But they are the Big Four. The Big Four I highlighted first. What is the first step? Incorporation. That is the first step. Picking a country and getting incorporated. That is the very first step, right? We usually recommend the US because of its taxation leverage. Sometimes the UK, sometimes Dubai, sometimes Estonia, sometimes Georgia, right? But incorporation, business incorporation, getting your business registered abroad is the very first step to unlocking all of these things. Once you get that done, the next vehicle you need to enter is global tax registration, right? And of course, you're going to see exactly how. The next vehicle after that is global banking, setting up bank accounts across borders so that you're not limited. Is it euros you want to deal in? You get a euro bank account. Is it pounds you want to deal with? You get a GBP bank account. Is it USD you want to deal in? You get a USD bank account, right? The next vehicle after that is your tech and payment setup. These 4 components, these big 4, are the first core things that you need to become a multinational brand. That's how you become one. You get your business registered or incorporated, you set up your global tax registrations, set up your global banking, and then of course set up your tech systems. Then once you have done this big 4, you can then proceed to do some market penetration to getting international customers. You can then proceed to acquire business funding if you need them, right? And seeing how you can position yourself for them. You can then proceed to pursue residency and migration opportunities, right? But the big 4 come first, and that is what we are going to be talking about in the remaining sections of this webinar. Your next step, okay? What is your next step? Now you know the big 4. You know about the big 4. This is how you become a multinational brand. You get incorporated. What that means is you get registered. So you can register your business in the same name in another country. It doesn't have to be different. You don't need the certificates of your home country to be able to re-register. You don't need any of that. You can get registered in a matter of 3 days, literally 3 days. You can set up your tax registration there, get your bank account set up, right? Get your payment tool set up. Okay, that is the first step. So you want to incorporate and unlock, right? The big 4. The big 4 here, I could name them IGGT, right? Remember, incorporation, global tax, global banking, and technology, right? So that is the IGGT. Okay, incorporate and unlock the IGGT, the incorporation, global taxes, global banking, and technology tools. Okay, then once you have done that, you're all set, right? You can go ahead to create market penetration strategies. You can go ahead to pursue business funding. You can go ahead to pursue migration opportunities. All right. Now, the truth is, there are multiple brands that you can work with to get started with this today. But you would not find a better offer than what we're about to make you now. Who wants to hear our offer? If you want to hear the offer, please type in the chat offer. Type offer, OFFER. If you want to see the big offer we have for you, type in the chat offer. Type in the chat offer. We are not going to present you with this offer to become a multinational company today if you do not type in the chat offer. I want to see somebody saying yes. What is the offer? Present it to me. Tell us. Okay? Type in the chat offer. If you are ready for our offer, type in the chat offer. I can't wait. I see. We have our offer already. Okay? We have our offer already. So people are ready to get started. Awesome. Awesome. I wish we had drum rolls, like drum roll. But there's no drum roll effect on this one. Maybe in the next webinar I'll try to make sure that there's like drum rolls, but there's no drum rolls right now. Okay, now what is the offer? This is the Go Nomad offer, guys. The Go Nomad offer right here for you. What is it? Standard price right now to become a multinational company. Get your company registered in the US, the UK, whatever it is. Get global tax registration. Get global banking. Today you can do it for $399 or 230,000 naira. That is the standard price. But today's price for you is $350 or 195,000 naira. I mean, you can see the discounts right there already. $50 off if you're paying in USD and 35,000 naira if you're getting in naira. Now, let's revisit some of those limiting beliefs again. Now you have seen what it takes. And you're asking yourself, are you sure it's not too expensive? Why would I spend almost 200,000 naira, almost $400 to get this done? Remember the picture that we painted in the first, example that we gave about global reserves. Let's revisit it. You saw how I painted you a very clear picture, which you can fact check. That just by taking advantage, let's assume that you do this and you just take advantage only because of the global banking opportunities, where every month you are able to store your business value in a bank account abroad in a stronger currency. Every month, by the end of the year, you would have even more value than you initially started the year with. So right now, if you get incorporated this month, by March, using 12 months, even by December, right, 2022, the amount of money that you would have stored if you were to reconvert it back to your local currency would be greater than if you did not do this today, if you did not do this at all, and you just proceeded. That is the fact of it. I mean, we can see it. In Nigeria today, what is the exchange rate? Where were we at last year by this time? Right? We all know. If you were presented this offer last year, would you have taken it? Probably you would have said, 200,000 naira, 195,000, it's too much now. But guess what? By not doing that, the amount of value that the currency already loses is already more than that. So it's a no-brainer, right? So let's get back to the offer. Okay, let's get back to the offer. Today's price, $350 or 195,000 naira if you're paying in naira, and we'll show you just right how to jump in. Okay, now here's our word to you. You will become a multinational company within 3 business days. Literally, once you get started, within 3 business days, we have issued you your certificate of incorporation, whether it's in the US, whether it's in the UK, right? Within 3 business days, fulfilling all requirements, you are all set up. And you will get a full-fledged multinational, with the big 4 vehicles: incorporation. Remember, we talked about the big 4 vehicles: incorporation, tax registration, banking, and we even set you up with Stripe to be able to collect payments globally. The entire package will get completed within 14 to 21 business days So literally in under a month, you can become a full-fledged multinational company. That's amazing, guys. Today's price again, $350 or 195,000 naira. And also, just to chip in, there's an installment plan available, right? So if you want to do an installment plan, it is also on the cards for you. So you can get started with $175 or 97,500 naira initial deposit, and only after receiving your incorporation documents within 3 business days are you allowed to pay the balance deposit. So what we are saying to you today is, listen, if you get started on the installment plan, you are not to pay anything extra until you see your incorporation documents. How cool is that? That is our word to you. Now, quick question. As you're considering this offer, quick question. As you're fighting those limiting beliefs and trying to see how valuable this is for your business right now, quick question. If all this offer did for you was ensure that you were able to protect your income from devaluation, adverse taxes, and gain access to first world payments technology, new funding and investment options possibly, even residency and migration opportunities, and new customers globally for your multinational company, would it be worth it? Would it be worth it, guys? Do you think it will be worth it for you if you were able to get one of those benefits for your business as a global entrepreneur? Would it be worth it? Would it be worth the 195,000 naira? Would it be worth the $350? Would it even be comparable, right? If this was able to save your business potential devaluation of 100,000 naira, 300,000 naira, 500,000 naira, and put more money back in your pocket, protected your assets, put more money back in your pocket, helped you attract more international business, do you think it will be worth it down the line? And guess what, guys? You're not owning this company for a year. You're owning this company for multiple years to come, as much as you want. Do you think it will be worth it? If yes is the answer, you have to go ahead to sign up right now. And how do you sign up? Here we go, guys. Here we go. The links are already ready for you. This is how to sign up. Right now, take a screenshot of this page so you do not miss it. Take a screenshot of this page, right? That is the link there for the Naira payments. If you want to pay full price, that is the link to go to start.GoNomad.africa /register. That is the link to go to for if you want to start with the installments plan. Start.GoNomad.africa /register -2. If you need further support, maybe you want to be sure that you're getting it right once you're on the page, you can always send us a DM on Instagram at GoNomad.africa. That is the handle. Or you email our support channel, support@GoNomad.africa, and somebody would be there to help you right away. But this is the link to get signed up. Take a screenshot right now. Take a screenshot right now. I'm about to take this off. Now, if you want to sign up and make payments in USD, this is the link for you. bit.ly /GoNomad100 if you want to get in on the full price, or bit.ly /GoNomad50 if you want to get in on the installment plan. Also, if you have any questions, you can be sure to always send a DM on Instagram, right, to get more info about any other things that you might need, or you just send an email to support@GoNomad.africa. Now, you have seen the offer, okay? You might be thinking, what are the other requirements besides the payments? Very great question. What are the other requirements? Now, you will not believe that it is super easy to set up a multinational company today than it is to incorporate a local company in a country like Nigeria. Take that to the bank, guys. It is way more easy to set up a company in the US. I know it sounds weird, but that is the reality. It's way more easy. It is more seamless to set up a company in the US within a day, within 2 days, within 3 business days. Remember our word to you. We said we'll get you your incorporation certificates within 3 business days. Who can get you an incorporation certificate from the CAC in Nigeria within 3 business days? Almost nobody. The chances are very slim, but it is very possible in different economies. So this is why you must be a multinational company, so you can take advantage of these business systems, guys. Right? These are the links. Take your screenshots. Take your screenshots, guys. For Naira payment, this is the links. Take your screenshots. For USD payments, visit this link. Take your screenshots. right? And think to yourself, if all this offer did for you was one of the benefits that were outlined, you were able to take advantage of it, would it be worth it for your business, right? Maybe in 3 years' time, you're ready to migrate to the US and you want to take the startup visa route. Would your US company that you've incorporated today save you the stress of creating another one later? Possibly, right? Possibly. Maybe you've been having trouble getting paid from your international customers or even winning new business. You've been turned down. They said, we cannot work with you from that country. We cannot. If all of this changed that for you, would it be worth it? Then you need to sign up right now. These are the links once again, right, to sign up. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on this page while I give you a rundown of the requirements. Now, here's what's required basically. All you need is basic information about you. What is your name? What is your founder's name? If you have many other owners, what are their names? What are their email addresses? What are their phone numbers? What are their contact addresses? And then, guess what? Do you have an international passport or a driver's license from a country like the US? If you have that, you're good to go. That's it. Literally, that's it. Your company details. What is your company about? Description, company name, your own name. That's it, guys. It is literally that simple. And then a means of identification, which it is best recommended you use an international passport. That's it. And almost everybody on this call, I'm sure, has an international passport. If you do not have one, then you need to go make one. Right? But that is literally it. There's no lengthy paperwork. Nobody's asking you back and forth questions. Please travel down. We need to see you. Nobody needs to see you. It is all done remotely. And guess what? You can choose to have your certificate delivered to you physically at your doorstep. Of course, yes, there may be a tiny logistics charge to that, but it is very possible. Anybody from anywhere in the world can verify your company online in the US database, in the UK database, in the Dubai database. Very possible. Okay, but quick disclaimer, this offer is not for Dubai at the moment. If you want to get set up in Dubai, you might want to send us a DM on Instagram and we would give you a rundown on how that works. But this is primarily designed for US and UK interested entities, right? So it is literally that simple. All you need is basic information about yourself: name, email, phone numbers, contact addresses, information about your company, name, the company description, company website, if you have one, company social media, if you have one, which I believe most people here have one already, right? If you don't have a website, I'm sure you have at least a social media page, and then a means of identification, a passport, and you are good to go. That's it. That is it. That is it, guys. That is it. So again, if this is going to be worth it for you in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, in the next 5 years, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years, then you should sign up now. If you were told last year that by this time the naira to the dollar is going to be around 585, 75, I'm sure you would have jumped in on this offer and started pulling out all of your profits to your global reserve already. By now, you would have been balling in even more, cash flow, right? Here's another opportunity. Nobody knows what the future is, but if you can set yourself on this path, then you have a greater shot at being more comfortable in future. So again, how do you sign up? Here is the link. start.gonomad.africa/register. Okay, if you want to start off with the installment plan, please, by all means, go ahead, start.gonomad.africa. Just go on there, create your account. It will take you to the payments page, and then thereafter you'll be redirected to fill out the incorporation form, and like that, within 3 business days, you become a multinational company and start your journey into being a sophisticated, a more robust, a more prosperous business across the world. How to sign up for USD? That is the link. Take your screenshots, bit.ly/GoNomad100. After making payments, you would be redirected to the form. If you have any questions whatsoever, we want to hear from you. All right, send us a DM on Instagram at GoNomad.africa. I'm sorry, at GoNomad.africa. There's no dot there, right? But if you want to send us an email, you can send that to support@GoNomad.africa. We have very timely responses, and someone will be there available to guide you. Now I've spoken, I've broken it down. I'm sure you've gotten value, but I want to hear from you. What questions do you have right now for me? I want to take some questions. What questions do you have right now for me? I can see people are already going to the website. That is good. What questions do you have for me? Right? What questions do you have for me? Let me know, let me know, let me know. What questions do you have for me? What questions do you have for me, guys? Do you have a question? Do you have a question? I want to take your questions. Please type your questions in the comment section. We have, I told you in 90 minutes we're going to be out of here. This is already 6 minutes gone past the hour of 9. We still have about what? We have 24 minutes to spare. So guys, I got 20 minutes. Give me the questions. Throw the questions at me. This is the offer right here again. Today's price for you, $350, 195,000 naira. You can get in on the installment plan if you would like that, $175 or 97,500. I want to see you take advantage of this. If you need any support, be sure to hit us up on Instagram at GoNomad.africa, or you send an email to support at GoNomad.africa. If you got any questions for me, I would love to take them. If you got any questions, I would love to take them. I would love to take them. Go Nomad is your one-stop shop for all things global business, incorporations, bank setups, all of this good stuff. That is where we come in, people. So I want to take your questions. What questions do you have for me? Have you been getting value? If you've been getting value, please put the fire emoji in the comment section. I want to see some energy in the house today. If you've been getting value, put the fire emoji in the comment section. I want to see some fire emoji, people. Who's been getting value? Who's been getting value? All right, who's been getting value? Who is ready to sign up? I'm here to take questions, guys. I need questions. I need questions before we call it a night. I need your questions. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Questions about migration, questions about incorporation, questions about taxation, questions about banking, tech setup, whatever it is. Let me know. I am here to take your questions. I'm watching the comments for your questions so that as soon as they come in, I would be able to take them. I'm watching the comments for your questions and I will be able to take them as soon as they come. Don't forget, if you have any support inquiries regarding the offer, you can always send us a DM on Instagram at Go Nomad Africa, and we will be happy to assist you. We would be happy to assist you. Oh, great. So someone's asking about Canadian registrations. Awesome. So yes, Canadian registrations are also very possible. They're also very doable. But this offer right now are for the two most requested countries, which are the USA and the UK. We haven't fully unlocked Canadian offers yet, but definitely they'll be coming. But just to give you a little hint on Canadian registrations, they are very possible as well. A bit more, a bit higher price than the US and the UK, right? But that is also a very great economy to be a part of. So yes, very good question. Very, very good question. So we would definitely be able to communicate all of these changes when and if a Canadian offer is live. Thank you for your question. Appreciate you. Okay, guys, we have 10 more minutes to go. I want to see the fire emoji if you have learned a thing or two today. If you have learned a thing or two today about becoming a multinational company, put the fire emoji in the chat. I mean, you might as well just go ahead to let me know what is the one thing that you've taken out of this webinar. I want to know, what is the one thing that you've learned from this webinar today? Okay, we've talked about how you can leverage a multinational company to get access to global reserves, global banking opportunities. We've talked about how you can get access to taxation opportunities. We've also talked about how you can get access to premium technology, right? We've also talked about how you can get access to business funding and investment opportunities, right? There's so many companies, there's so many investors that would not invest in your company if you are not incorporated in a first world country, right? It just is what it is, right? And there's very little you can do to change that, but you can actually change that by you becoming a multinational company, right? Okay, we talked about residency, migration opportunities, right? Being able to migrate, courtesy of your company to countries like Dubai, UK, USA, Georgia, Canada, and the likes, right? We also talked about being able to attract new customer base for your business. Okay, so we really covered a lot today, and I'm sure that everyone here was able to get premium and maximum value. Okay, I don't think I see any other questions. Um, I don't think I see. Okay, good. Oh, yes. Do you offer advisory services to maintain compliance? Yes. Great question. Yes, we do. We do. We do. Yes, we do offer. So it is not I love to say that it is a relationship. Once you get started with us, we are able to offer you advisory services down the line to be able to keep you compliant year after year. So we are well versed in all of the possible compliance areas that you would need to know about as regards your company, and we're able to get you sorted. Speak and span, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So yes, great question. Thank you so much for that. Yes, we do offer advisory services. So we also have, I think it skipped me to mention. So we also have an online dashboard where you're able to manage your company on the go, right? And within that online dashboard, you're able to access your files on demand, get access to support on demand too as well, and a couple of other services that are also coming. So yes, we do offer that. We do offer that. Okay, that was a very brilliant question. Thank you so much, Ola, for that question. Really appreciate you. All right. Yes, guys, we do offer that. You are not alone. Once you get started, we are with you through the entire process. Once again, this is our word to you. You will become a multinational company within 3 business days, and by 14 to 21 business days, you should have been all set up with your incorporation, tax registration, banking, Stripe, and all of that good stuff. Oh, did I mention that we also give you access to a business address and business phone number? Oh my, oh my. How did that skip me? Yes, we give you access to a physical business address and a phone number to be reached for international calls as well, right? So there's so much in the offer that comes with it. It's just really, really amazing. Okay, still looking out for questions. We got, we still got 6 minutes to go. We still got 6 minutes to go. Still got 6 minutes to go. If there are any questions for me? This has been an exciting and an amazing time. I have had a very swell time. Thank you so much for everyone who has shown up. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, it looks like that is it with our questions. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Oh, Utiba says he didn't get to hear what I was saying about Canadian registration. Oh, yes. I was saying that this particular offer today is designed for company entrepreneurs looking to get started in the US or the UK, not Canada. And we don't have Canadian registrations fully set up yet. However, yes, it is possible. If it's something that is highly needed right now for you, we can make that happen. So be sure to reach out to us on Instagram at GoNomad.africa, and we'll be able to let you know how the modalities of that will work. Okay. So yes, that's it for Canadian registrations. It is not on offer tonight, but it is still something that's in our pipeline, not fully launched yet, and we'll be happy to discuss more with you. Yes, so we're currently centering on US, UK, and Dubai. However, just to mention again, this offer is just for US and UK today. Um, but we are currently taking on beta clients. So what that means is we're currently taking on clients, private clients for Dubai, because we're testing out our Dubai offering too as well. So we're currently taking on clients, customers for Dubai incorporations too. So yes, currently this is best prime for US and UK. If you have any other country that you would like to get set up in, Dubai, Estonia, Canada, you would be best served by sending us a DM on Instagram at GoNomad.africa. My bad again. A DM at GoNomad.africa, or an email to support at GoNomad.africa. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's the link to sign up once again. If there are no further questions, I would love to draw the curtains on this call today. Thank you, everyone who showed up. It has been an hour, 20 minutes, thereabouts, of massive, massive value. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Please get started. Okay? It is not, there's never been a perfect time than now, because doing this now is an investment for the future. All right? We never know what can change in the next 3 months. We never know what can change in the next 5 months, next 6 months, but getting positioned now. This is about taking a stake now in the global economy, getting a stake now, right? You might never know when this thing comes up and you're already positioned. So it's always best to be positioned and prepared. So get started right away. If you want to make payments in Naira or USD, the links are currently available. Take a screenshot of this page right now and you will be able to get started. Or the USD payment, take a screenshot and you'll be able to get started. The replays of this will be made available, and we'll let you know how that is going to be made available. We're going to send out a communication via email and, of course, via Telegram. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, this webinar was brought to you by GoNomad.africa, your number one hub, your number one platform for all things doing business globally, business incorporations, taxation, global banking setup, all of that good stuff. My name is Uke Enun Jr., and I'm the co-founder of Go Nomad Africa. I'd love to talk to you again, but until next time, it is a good night from us, all of us at Go Nomad, and do have a great rest of the day.